it comes to this whole situation between Liz Katz, her ex, her son, and H2O Delirious, it's rather interesting and kind of messed up all around. So you have to ask yourself three questions when it comes to Liz Katz's ex, who we're going to be talking about today. Get the little elephant out of the room here. So three things you got to ask yourself about Scott, aka Liz Katz's ex, aka the son, whose name is Zane's father. So, three things. Number one, do I believe Scott cares about Zane? That is the son. Yeah, I do. It's kind of difficult to be able to, you know, show genuine emotion like that. Although I guess he could just be a really, really good actor. But based off of what I've seen, he pretty much does care about his son, or at least I can see that much, and I think a lot of the people can see that as well. Now, in regards to point number two, do I think Scott is lying about anything? Most definitely. Scott is a sketchy person. He is not really all there, as you have been able to see thus far, and it's pretty tragic overall.
I said I would be gone. I said I would be gone. I said contact me or you will never get a chance to contact me again. Because if you fucking walk out on me, if you shut me down, steal my fucking cat and leave me alone in an apartment by myself with my friends 2,000 miles away from me, that's not anything somebody who loves you does.
Because that leads into point number three, which is, do I think Scott is mentally capable of caring for Zane, the son? And the answer to that is, from what I've seen, no. No. At least if I was the one calling the shots here, if I was the judge of this whole situation, no, I don't really think that Scott is in a position to be mentally, at least, or emotionally stable enough to be able to take care of this kid. That is not to say that he is abusive, as Liz Katz made that claim about Scott just the other day. That's not to say that I think that is the case, although if she provides receipts of that, well, that'll be that. But as far as what I've seen, I don't believe he is so much malicious enough to do that intentionally. Maybe at most have a couple of emotional, I don't want to call them mental breakdowns, just emotional breakdowns and stuff. Point is, he's 49 years old and he can't be acting the way he is if he's going to take care of a kid, another person who, at the age that Zane is at, which is 14, he's rather emotionally unstable himself, given that he's a hormonal teen. At that point, you kind of need your parent to, have a sack and a spine and be able to control their emotions. Because if you don't control your emotions, unfortunately, you won't be able to control anything else, and you won't be able to take care of anything else. So right off the bat, the three things very nicely wrapped up. Now, let's proceed to see what might be Scott's final moment of, I want to say glory, but let's be honest, it's really not. It's basically what he's said recently. All right. So recently, Scott, he's been on Twitter for the longest time. This is what he made his final post or something. I'm just going to go ahead and get them on the record to, just in case. So we'll start here and we'll work our way over there. So the first post, Scott says, "Hello, I want to express my sincere thanks to everyone for their incredible support. Your generosity has touched me deeply, but there is still a long road ahead. My love for my son remains unwavering, and I am determined to navigate the family courts to reunite with him. Regrettably, I find myself in a confusing situation, and it appears that my son may not fully grasp the complexities of the legal system. I believe it's essential to engage a lawyer who can explain the gravity of the situation to him. Your unwavering support means the world to me, and I can only hope that with your continued assistance, I can secure legal representation and eventually reconnect with my son. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Your generosity means the world to me. Be well, sincerely, Scott Reinhardt." And he links the GoFundMe to where he is trying to set up money so that he can go into the legal battles and whatnot. Now, going on, and he continues, and this was edited, but this is his tweet, second one out of like a few more we'll be doing. But he says, "To my son, if you are reading this, I love you and I miss you. I still don't know exactly what happened since we last talked. Everything seemed to be going back to normal. I was looking forward to seeing you, and I was worried because you were sick. Communication was blocked way before I could have said or done anything. All my actions since have been a response to your mother telling me I couldn't speak to you. You should not take the courts lightly and educate yourself on what CPS and DYFS considers abuse. Do not trust your mom on these points. You'll be back in her feeds being monetized. Protect yourself. Be good." And following up on humanity. You know what? Let me go back to this for a second, okay? I just want to expand my thoughts on this tweet in particular, because I think that this is the first time that we've seen Scott say something directly to his son. And to this, I mean, he's kind of just forthright in saying that, whoa, Liz is obviously trying to manipulate you. I think he might be onto something there. A lot more stable in this. You know, the part about back to being in her feeds being monetized, I 100% believe that. Let me make this perfectly clear. Even though Scott might be a spurg or a schizo, as many people call him, at the end of the day, that doesn't mean that Liz Katz is any better. Maybe from a level to where she sees the kid as a accessory that she can monetize and use to get more money. I guess in that sense, it's good. I mean, she doesn't really give a shit about the kid, but at least she'll keep it around because it'll be a beneficial tool for Liz to be able to make more money, as well as Family Delirious as a whole, the brand, okay? So basically, the kid will be okay in a sense, but like it won't be loved, so there you go, silver lining to everything. But yeah, this one, personally, I think was the best tweet he made. Now we're on to our regularly scheduled program. So on humanity, this is where Scott looks like he's going to start acting kind of crazy, and I don't like it. So on humanity, to be a human is to be fallible, being with faults, emotions, and weaknesses. No one is breathing has been perfect. We all have a blind side or some tender spot that can push us in the wrong direction. I believe you should always allow people to talk. You listen impartially, then you adjust your position accordingly. If you are wrong, you seek personal improvement and move forward. So blocking communication is the same as blocking resolution and improvement, and that is wrong. And he continues to link his GoFundMe in this, which is whatever, you know. And then continues on, an open invitation. As always, I am a human being first. My DMs are always open. I am happy to engage with you as individuals about pretty much anything. I do block abusive people quickly. I don't endure the burdens of contentious strangers. In short, be nice. Oh boy. Full disclosure, I'm no longer willing to subject myself to the circus or abuse via live streams. Good luck to the commentators. I'm in general a respectful person. I remain polite to people who can do the same, and I sorry, I'm getting some of Scott's loonisms right now. And I remain polite to people who can do the same and remove myself when I can't. Thank you. I appreciate those who offer support and kind words. Be well. Links to GoFundMe again. Because worthless advice. Even if you don't like someone, be respectful and try to understand them. Creating emotional disturbances and attacking someone for their flaws needlessly doesn't improve anything. It demonstrates a lack of empathy and compassion. It outs you as a spiritual void. Like I said, this guy is getting loonier and loonier. The problem with Scott really is that he's so over the top and emotional, you can't help but feel like something is wrong with this guy. And in turn, again, perception-wise, how the hell are you going to trust this guy to take care of somebody? When, you know, he can't even fucking take care of himself. Anyway, more worthless info. It's time to focus on hobbies and work. For now, any time that isn't used to regain my son goes to work, coding, and hacking. Oh god. Lifting, weights, and spirits. Learning, blah, blah, blah. Fighting, Muay Thai, boxing, magic, mentalism, and startups. I think this guy is fucking insane. If anybody wants to know where the Sens stand on Scott, it's pretty much that the dude is, to me, at least kind of freaking insane. Like, And I've said this from the start. It's not like this is a shocking revelation or whatever. It's not like I was ever fully Team Scott. I stand by the fact that Liz Katz is a terrible parent, manipulative, doesn't care about the kid, will monetize it just to make more money. Delirious, likely the same way. Terrible parents overall, terrible human beings. 100%. That doesn't take away from the fact that Scott is kind of a loon, all right? And that is really what it comes down to. That is my truthful and honest opinion on Scott Reinhardt, aka Liz Katz's ex, who he's known as now because he came out and gave all that information. So that's where I stand with this. Let me know what you guys think. The next videos will probably be the honest opinions on Liz and H2O Delirious. But for now, this is one that couldn't really wait because everybody wants to know, are you Team Scott, baby girl? And I'm like, not really, man, not really. I've said it from day one. There's a reason why in the first time, you could go to this live stream where I first covered this, I call him Soy Boy Scott. There's a reason for that. It's because of all the shit he's been doing. But anyway, that's all I got for this video. Hope you enjoyed. Hope it was informative, but make sure you hit send a like for the algorithm and share it around. All right, I'll see you all in the next one. Have a good rest of your day.